ones and twos. And I just come here to let y'all know it's about to get real filthy in this mother.
Alright, let me start this before I never started.
Wow, I'm like really, my voice is gonna be gone tomorrow.
That's how I felt this morning. Usually when I go out, my voice is shot and I need tea. The other, you asked about rules. The other rules, you can't look at my notes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I have notes too.
Oh, wait, don't
so you
forget
can't
that.
look at mine.
Put your mic up. I can hear you.
That I have notes?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's it. Alright.
I didn't know it started.
Yeah, no, we're going. We're on. Alright, so episode. You're already looking at my notes, babe.
I'm not reading it. It's just somewhere to look.
No, I know. Alright, welcome to episode 43 of In Time We Trust. Hopefully you don't get too much pickup from the wind. We are recording outside in Chicago. It is a beautiful day out. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I felt the drop. You feel the drop?
Yeah.
So,
but I see blue over there, so I think we're fine.
if it starts raining, you'll hear like a sharp stop in the recording and then a pick back up inside. But welcome to episode 43. You can access the podcast at itwtpodcast.com for spoiler-free 1 sentence reviews if you haven't seen the movie. Also have movie ratings on there. Episode description. So if you go to the homepage and you click on the picture of the movie that you want more information on, it has episode description. You can access the Song of the Week playlist at the website and movie soundtrack playlist, and a submission form that you can fill out to be a guest on the show. I haven't picked anyone that's filled out a submission. There's only been 2, and I knew that they were going to fill it out. So
Yeah.
it is very select. Only the elite make it on here. So I say all that to say we have Paige today. We have Paige D'Elia, one of my best work friends from my first full-time job, and then we stayed great friends. We have a photo shoot together.
We do have a photo shoot.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. We have the best photo shoot.
We should just post one of those instead of taking a pic today.
I think I'm gonna do both. I think I'm gonna post,
Yeah,
like, we're gonna take one
a little
today, and then I'll
slideshow.
just post like 5 or 6 of the ones from our photo shoot. Yeah, we have a great photo shoot that we did. Paige went to Dayton, which is like right by near where I grew. I grew up in a suburb of Cincinnati, but it was kind of in between downtown Cincinnati and Dayton.
Yeah.
So I have been to Dayton quite a few times. Younger brother went to MSU.
He did.
I met Tom and crashed their dinner.
Yeah, Todd completely crashed a family dinner once.
Yeah.
We were at work and I was like, oh yeah, my brother's in town tonight, and he's like, oh, I'm coming.
Yeah. I can't even rationalize why. Like, 'cause that's not a usual thing I would do. But
No, you like stopped yourself for a second. You were like, I don't know why I did that, but like,
Yeah.
can I come?
You're like, oh yeah, sure.
I
Like,
was like, of course.
I came to like his hotel with you and everything.
Yeah.
Like, just completely crashed.
He still talks about that too.
That's
I
hilarious.
was with him last night. He was
Yeah.
very excited about the podcast situation.
Yeah. Tell him
He was
that.
like, you're gonna be on Todd Pods. I was like, oh yeah.
Tom, you might be on here in the future, man. So make sure you fill out that guest form, and I'll put it in the notes. Me and Paige first bonded over our mutual obsession with memes, which I still am very much obsessed with memes. I follow way too many accounts. It's crazy now. Like, I don't even send them to you anymore, just because it's like I would send you 50 probably a day if I.
Yeah,
it's
I
too
know.
many.
I think we stopped because like we were already seeing all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I was like, there were so many that I was like, Todd already saw this today, so like there's no point.
Exactly. It's more just like, hey, you saw this. What did you think? Like, maybe we should have a podcast about memes.
That's
Like,
a
me
good
and you just
idea,
talk about
yeah.
like all the new memes of that week. We
Yeah.
have something to talk about every week.
Yeah,
There's so
seriously.
many. Actually, that,
Wait,
you know.
what are some? I still have. Sometimes I go through my saved, and
Yes.
like most of my saved are like good times with like you.
Yeah.
Like the squirrel one.
What's his name? What do you name it? I can't.
Rara. Something like
it's
that.
An R,
it's
though.
like,
It is a R.
It's like a double.
Yeah. He's just being a little hard.
Being hard, yeah.
If anyone wants to see that meme, hit me up. I'm always down to send some memes.
Yeah, no, people don't know that one's not. It's not as popular.
It's
as it
in the
should
cut
be.
one.
It
Yeah.
should be like a lot more popular.
It definitely should be. No, this homeless guy's a pet squirrel. He's like a crackhead, and he has a pet squirrel,
Yeah.
and on a leash, and it's hilarious. But if you want good memes, hit me up. We also bond over our mutual love for music, and you actually have a music Instagram account. What's the name of your
I
Instagram?
do.
Wait.
Hello, it's music.
Hello, it's music.
Yeah.
Is there a dot in there somewhere, or is it just all one word?
No, it's just hello, it's music.
Oh, okay. Hello. I don't know why I'm like picturing a period in there. Hello, it's music.
Yeah.
Follow that. It's the hottest music account on Instagram.
Well,
So,
I really
Paige
need
the
to start
music
posting
influencer.
more. I think I have like 8 posts so far.
Yeah.
But thank you for hyping it up.
Absolutely. And then you just got a new job, so congrats on the new job.
Thank you.
Big time CEO position. No, I'm just kidding. But still, congrats. Speaking of music, song of the week. What is
Oh
yours?
yeah, it's I Like That
By
Janelle Monáe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been really into her lately. She's really awesome.
That
I
is
saw
a
her
good
on
song,
Lollapalooza, and like before Lala, I listened to like a couple of her songs,
Yeah.
and then when I saw her, I was like, wow, she is awesome.
Yeah, I
So
would
now
love
I'm like
to see her.
obsessed with her.
Is she
whole new
good live?
album. Yeah, she was amazing.
I could see her being a great
Yeah.
performer. I do like Janelle.
Yeah, she was really cool.
I'll shoot you some good Janelle. I have some deep track Janelle songs that I really like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'll shoot those to you.
Yeah.
Now I know you like her. Enemies is my song of the week by Post Malone and DaBaby. I like both of those guys. So it took me a while to come around to Post Malone. So when he came out with White Iverson, I hated that song.
Oh my gosh,
It
really?
grew on me. It did grow on me. Initially, I hated it. It was one of those, the first listen, I'm like, what are they doing here? And
Wow,
then like
I really liked that song.
I end up, so it was one of those because I kept hearing it in the bar.
Yeah.
Like then I just started like dancing to it, and then it became like, all right, like I can tolerate it.
Yeah.
I don't put it on my, I didn't
Okay.
put it in my library or anything. But I have
I
become
didn't put it in my.
yeah,
Don't,
it didn't make the cut.
don't get it wrong. I did not put it in my library.
I want you all to know I don't want Post Malone to get a big head, man. So Posty, I did not add that to the library. But he's just a hit maker. Like he's one of those guys that each album, you know, he's gonna have a few hits.
Yeah.
The new
I
album,
feel like I'm not close enough to this.
I keep scooting.
Like,
I
should
don't know.
I do
keep-
like a? I need like a position.
I don't know. Whatever you're feeling, Paige. Whatever you're feeling. I feel like the volume is going to be like all over the place for this podcast because the wind and just me moving around.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, I do like him. I like DaBaby a lot. He's probably going to be one of my new favorite
I
rappers.
kept getting that request last night. My brother and his
What,
friend were in
Suge?
town, and well, no, like just the baby in general.
Oh, just in general, just anything him.
Okay, and then Nate told me that DaBaby and Lil Baby have a song called Baby.
Oh, I have not heard that. I haven't heard that.
I haven't heard it either, but like this was all info from last night because people were talking about the baby last night. So
I don't know if I'll check that one out. I don't know if it's too many babies. Like I feel like I shouldn't be listening to a song with that many babies in the title and on the list of artists. But that's why I didn't listen to DaBaby for a long time because I was like, I'm not listening to an artist called DaBaby, and then I was like, well, this guy's actually really good.
oh wow, okay, yeah. See, that's not where I'm at. Like I don't want to listen to him, but I guess
Yeah,
I will.
I didn't want to, but he's a good rapper. He's good. He's
Okay.
good. But yeah. Post Malone's new album has a couple joints on it, but that is probably my favorite. So now we have random rapid fire. So I have a list of questions that you have no prep for.
About the movie?
Kind of relative to the movie. Some
Okay,
random.
okay.
So,
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, sure.
If you could run a marathon in any city in the world, where would it be?
I'd do the New York City one.
Nice. That would be cool. Is that a goal of yours at some point?
I've done one, and I was always like, I will never do it again.
Yeah.
Like it was just like, okay, I just want to say I've done it. I did
Yeah.
the Chicago one,
Oh, okay.
and I don't know. Now, actually, after seeing this movie, I was like, maybe I should do another one.
It got me pumped up. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It got me
Yeah.
kind of pumped. If you could be sponsored by any brand as a runner, which would it be?
Adidas,
Why Adidas? Is that
because
just
of
you?
Kanye. Kanye is
That
an
makes
Adidas
yeah,
guy, yeah.
that makes sense.
I can't pick Nike.
Yeah, no, you're not this way. That's a true Kanye.
I mean, I
fan.
like wear Nike, but like,
Yeah,
I can't let him know that.
No, you can't. You can't listen to any Drake on your playlist when you're running.
Yeah, that's
none of
you.
that. Yeah, no
A
Drake.
lot of his stuff is catchy, but I just can't.
No,
yeah.
you have to stay loyal. What's your pump up song when you're running or working out?
Well, it changes, but right now it's "Remember" by Griffin. It's just like a dancey song, and
All my music when I work out or run have to be songs that I can dance to.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
like a
like-
lot of like fun beat drops. So then
Exactly.
you like pick up at the beat drop.
100%. Yeah, I have to have that. Do you like running in a group or solo?
Solo.
So I'm saying, same, but I know that I'm gonna run. I'm gonna be more productive and more competitive when I run
Yeah.
with people. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, that's
there.
true. Like I get like more nervous when I'm running with someone because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's
I
gonna
can't
be
stop.
harder.
Yeah.
I only really, there's two people I run with. One is my roommate Abby,
Yeah.
and then my dad.
Really?
And we'll do, I mean, it's not often, but like those are two people I probably would run with.
Yeah, I gotta find someone who's like just slightly faster than me so that they can push me.
Yeah.
Which two people would you invite to cheer you on for a marathon?
Abby and my dad, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're the people that run too with me and like are, well, Abby's a lot faster than me, but my dad.
Sorry, Nate. You didn't get a shout out.
Oh yeah, no, he wouldn't be good at that.
Oh, that's funny.
Nate's just like he's really like literal. Like it'd be like, just go, like go faster. And it's like, all right, like yeah, I got that. Like that's in my head a little bit.
Yeah. Like they did not give me hyped at all. Go faster. That's amazing. What is your go-to slushy flavor?
I guess, is it blue raspberry?
Yeah, just blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's blue, it's for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess blue.
Well, they could say
because I don't really like cherry flavored stuff, and I think of red as cherry. So.
Yeah.
Like if it's regular raspberry, but that's more of like a pink usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, blue.
Blue, yeah. That would be if I had to choose one flavor, it'd be whatever blue is. Because blue's always safe. It's always good.
Yeah, it's good.
Like I've never
Same
had
with,
any.
Like the Gatorades, all the blue Gatorades are good.
Jolly Rancher, the blue raspberry is the best one. Think about it. There's never
oh my
bad
god,
blue.
and the Airheads.
Airheads blue. Yep.
Yeah.
I've never had bad blue flavor.
That's true.
If you had to rewatch the same movie for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I'm gonna go pretty basic. Lion King.
Yeah, that would be mine too. Yeah, I love Lion King. It's safe. It's a safe one. I feel like I've already seen it like a million times.
It's funny and it gets sad a little. Like it just has everything.
It does everything. Love interest, everything. Suspense. Horror. No, I'm just kidding. And the hyenas are chasing them. Yeah,
oh my God,
it does everything.
Scary.
Like I said, I am in Chicago filming this weekend. This is probably my last Chicago trip for a while. I've had my yearly dose of Chicago. I've been here a lot in the last couple months. It's a lot. Chicago's a lot. Like it's like from the Ubers to the when you don't live here, right? Like it's like
no. And you were never like the biggest fan of it.
Of city,
I get it.
Yeah. It's not for everyone has different personalities. I'm not a huge city guy, which I found out after living here. Like just that like it's loud. It's a lot of like you have to plan so far ahead because of the traffic. Like all that stuff. It's super expensive.
And like getting to one neighborhood is like 20 minutes. I get it. And you're only going like 3 miles.
Yeah. And I'm a homebody anyway to an extent. But yeah, this is probably the last one for a while. So yeah, this is a special podcast thing because anyone else who lives here like it's gonna be a while before you're on unless you come to Detroit.
Saying goodbye to Chicago a little bit.
Yeah. I need a Chicago detox. Now watch, I'm here like in a month. That's how it always happens. Like it is like I'm always like
it's just the hub. Like anyone who went to school in the Midwest, it's like you're gonna be in
100%.
Chicago at least a couple times a year.
100%. Like watch, I'll be here in a month. It'll guarantee. It's not planned. It's something will come up. I want to see somebody or something, a concert or something, and I'll be 100%. Here. So you mentioned you're a Kanye fan, and I was gonna ask you about this. How was the Sunday service?
Oh my god!
I know you texted me about it.
It was like
video.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Best day of my life.
Yeah.
I'd say. I mean, I keep saying that, and it's like kind of embarrassing, but no, yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I got so close to him. It's so weird that he's a real human.
Yeah.
Like, like I've been obsessed with him for years, and I was just like right in front of him.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you're just like a guy. Like everyone like swarms him, and then it's just like, now what?
You were normal, yeah.
It's like, now what do you do? Like you're just a human.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool.
What was the best part?
I'm trying to think of what to say about it. Just awesome. I mean, I just say the vibe that like there's no stage. Like in the moment you're like, this is like annoying. Like I can't see them.
Right.
But then like after you're like, that's really cool because it like kept it intimate. You know, like only the people who could like actually get in close could like, see what's going on. I had to go on Nate's shoulders a couple times.
Yeah.
Like for the cool parts, I was like, I like waited. He was like, oh, do you want to go on my shoulders? I was like, no, I gotta wait. Like you gotta save your arm strength right now for like when like Kanye starts rapping or something.
Right.
But yeah, I'd say like the intimate part was the best.
Got you. So backstory. Paige obviously is a huge Kanye fan, and we talk a lot about Kanye. And I'm a retired Kanye fan, so I used to be a huge fan as well until like 2010, and then I just kind of like fell off. I still respect Kanye a lot, and obviously he still puts out some music that I'm like, okay, like I can rock with this here and there.
Yeah.
but he does get on my nerves. But again, he gets on my nerves. But he's one of those things where like if he walked in the door right now, I'd still be like frozen.
Yeah.
Because of how impactful he's been for the majority of my lifetime.
Yeah.
As far as like growing up, like his music is synonymous with so many times and points in my life that like were pivotal or like huge moments, like whether it's like junior high, like I remember like 8th grade, like graduation came out, and I like remember telling my mom, like, as soon as you drop me off at school, like go wait in line at Best Buy because they're gonna sell out.
Todd, that's so
like
cute.
I remember that, like I was like, Mom, like go wait in line. They're like, go get he had the two different types of CDs, like the one was like the CD, and like graduation had the flip one, like it's like a pamphlet.
Yeah.
And it had a poster inside, and I was like, Mom, you have to get the pamphlet one.
Yeah.
Like, and he was competing against 50 for album sales that week, and I was like, he has to beat 50, Mom. Like, you have to get it today to beat 50.
You do not understand.
Yeah. And she was like, I went there was like a bunch on the rack. Like I mean, obviously,
That's
like,
so
and she said the
amazing.
guy at Best Buy was like, yeah, you have to give them, they're selling like hotcakes. And she was like, I was the only person there. And I was just so hyped. Like, I put it in her CD player, like, as soon as I got in the car, like, on that Friday, like, after school.
What'd you do with the poster? Where'd you put it?
I think I never put it. That's the crazy thing. I never put it up.
Oh my god.
I still have it in there because I was like, I have to, like, I'm one of those people that's like, I have to be for like a special time.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, I don't want to put it up. Like, I have to find the right spot. So it's just I have a fresh Kanye poster probably at my parents' house somewhere.
I completely relate with that.
So
I was like, I'm saving it.
Yeah, I was saving it. What am I saving it for?
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
Literally just a regular like 24 by 36 poster. Like. But yeah, so that was, and I had a CD player. Like, I didn't even have an iPod at that point, and I just had it on. No, actually, I think I did. No, I definitely had an iPod. I had an iPod, but I knew I was only gonna listen to graduation for like the foreseeable future. So I just put it in a Walkman, and like, I mean, I remember going to sleep like just with headphones in, like to graduation on just repeat for like weeks.
That's amazing.
So like that,
that's
like
a lot
again,
of people's favorite album.
yeah, it's and late graduation is actually my favorite, but graduation is the one I listened to the most at that time. But I mean, they're great. So I remember, like, because of how impactful that was, and like I would argue Kanye is the best ever to anyone at that time. So like, even though I don't like him now, it's like he's still yay.
No,
like,
yeah, you still like him.
He's still yay. Like, it's just
He's just so famous too. That's what else was blowing my mind. I was like, oh my gosh, you
Yeah.
are so famous.
Yeah, like he's
one
such a
of
big
those-
deal.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's an icon. I mean, he's like, when he made that, he'll make statements, and a lot of times he'll make statements, and I mean, there's a lot that he makes, and you're just like, all right, you're tripping. And then there's
like,
some that
what's
he makes
happening right
that
now?
you're like, you're tripping, and then you go back and you're like, well, you're actually kind of right. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
some stuff where, like,
No, he's so influential.
yeah, I'm
he
the most
makes people
influential.
think.
Yeah, he does make, like, I'm the most influential person of like 2000, 2010 or something. Like, he made some statement in the last, like, of this generation, and you're like, bro, chill, and you're like, wait, no, you are. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know who you could say else is like.
Because not even just music, like he also does like all the fashion stuff,
100%.
and like everyone really does like follow his style now.
Look at, I mean, the
It's
sneaks,
crazy.
like, for instance, the Easy sneaks, right?
Yeah.
Like, when those first came out, and I didn't like the very first ones that came out, like the high top boot looking ones, but like obviously they end up selling out anyway because it's
Yeah,
yay.
exactly.
And when he was saying like Jordan's dead, and like we're going like Jordan's dead, like I'm beating Jordan, blah blah blah, like in his style of like street shoe wear, because he made the Ultra Boost popular. Like, even the ones that aren't like his, like just the regular Ultra Boost. Like, Ultra Boosts were not going anywhere. Like, I used to work with a guy who worked with Adidas, and he was like, yeah, like Ye posted one. He went to a concert with like one pair of all white Ultra Boosts, and like then they start selling out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And he made street shoes popular because I'm a huge sneaker guy, and he's right. Like, Jordans, even though like Jordans still, like, I mean, people still buy Jordans. I still buy Jordans. But they're not as popular as they were. Like, people aren't standing out in lines to get the new, like, whatever, like, signature Jordans anymore. Like, they'll sit on shelves for a bit. But street shoes are starting to become more popular. So you're starting to see, like, less guys buying basketball shoes that they wear out on the day-to-day basis. And now they're wearing Ultra Boosts or, like, low-top Nikes. Or, like, but it's, like, a part of that is Ye. Like, part of that is his push towards that. So, like, you think of some of his influence, and you're like, or, like, the Shutter Shades. Like, it's like, yeah, you could kind of, like, Shutter Shades were, like, the thing for, like, that summer that graduation came out. And that all started with, like, his music video of, like, Stronger. And it's like, you think about it, you're like, you did kind of, like, that was you. Like, that was you. So you have to give him credit where credit's due, even though you
now
don't
he's
want
like
to.
making church cool again.
It is, yeah,
Like,
isn't that
literally,
crazy?
It's like whatever he does, people are like, okay,
And
he's
it's
doing
insane.
it. I'm him.
And I, like, hate that it's like, wow, like, this guy is, like, there are people who are really about to go to church because of Kanye. And not, like, because the actual real reasons. Like, I'm like, you're going, like, it's like, man, like, Kanye should be in church. I'm like, you don't even believe in God. And, like, now you do just because of Kanye. Like, It's so crazy, man. But yeah, I had to ask you about Sunday service because I know we were like, you texted me about it the day of, and then I was like, okay, I have to wait till I see you.
It was awesome.
With that being said, what's some of your favorite albums? I know obviously Ye hasn't dropped an album this year. That was last year they dropped. Yeah, that was last year. So do you have a favorite album this year so far, or one of?
I mean, it always changes. Like, I don't have like a specific favorite. Yeah. Right now it's Pablo. Like, I would say I listen to Pablo songs the most.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Is there anything that has come out this year, not Ye related, but just anything that you're feeling?
This year?
A good album that you're like, yo, this is a pretty solid album.
I don't know. I can't really think of one.
Yeah.
Actually, this might have came out last year. It was the Tiana Taylor album.
Oh yeah, have you just been listening to a lot this year?
Yeah, like I usually don't really just like sit down. Like I know you like when albums come out, like you sit down and like you listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't do that often, but with that I did.
Yeah.
It might have been a year ago though, but I really liked that. Like the whole thing, like I would like go for a walk and I could like listen to the whole thing. Yeah. Usually I'm like switching up and like going through playlists and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a good album. That was a good album, and like the short album thing, like experimenting with music did, like even though a lot of people had backlash about it, even I was like, it wasn't even dang, like this is stupid. It was more just like, this is good music, why not make more of it? Like Push's album, it was like, yeah, these 7 were fire, but like I wanted 14. Yeah. So it was like that more than the same thing with Tiana. It was like, yeah, these are fire, but like.
Okay, wait. Speaking of long albums, though, do you feel that Chance's is too long? His is really long.
Chance is so you know I'm not a huge Chance guy. Actually, I've grown on Chance as a person.
I actually felt like usually you're right. It's like, oh, I'm a little bored, but now I was like, Chance, I can't even sit through and listen to this.
No, he's getting like Chris Brown levels, like because Chris Brown albums like last two have been like
songs.
Yo, like Chris Brown's newest album was like 40 something.
No, really?
It's stupid. Like so was Heartbreak on the Full Moon. It was like 30 songs.
Wow, that's
like 30
amazing.
plus. And I'm like, and they all sound the exact same. All his songs sound the exact same. And don't get me wrong, he always has some hits, but but like Undecided is my jam. But like he always has, it's too many. But no, Chance's album I felt like was a little too long. And Chance, it just was like a whatever album. It was like for that to be his first album. I mean, I put quotation marks up right now if you're not watching on YouTube because. He calls it like his first album, but like Coloring Book was an album. Like you can call it a mixtape, but like
and Coloring Book was really good. So
yeah, it was better. It was definitely better than this.
Yeah,
definitely. Like this album was kind of like so for me. And like I said, I've grown. I've never doubted Chance's talent.
Yeah,
Chance, in my opinion, is top 3 best rappers currently making music. Like maybe I might put him that high. Maybe that might be top 3 of this generation. So like I'm not putting like Jay-Z in that. Like, Jay-Z still makes music, but like Jay-Z's from like 2 generations.
Yeah.
Right. Like new generation, like Chance has to be top 3.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not too many people better rapping than him. Yeah. He just does like a lot of his music is just not for me. Like I respect it. Like Eminem. Like Eminem's like one of the best rappers of all time. I don't like his music.
Yeah, I'm not a big Eminem person.
Yeah. Like I respect his talent, but same thing with Chance. Like I respect his talent, but like some Chance songs I really rock with, a lot I don't.
Yeah.
But he's a good dude and like I root for him. Like I like to see him do well, so it's more like that. But anyway, to the movie, as I was about to forget what we were even here to do. As me and Paige catch up.
We're gonna start flipping tables about albums.
Yeah, right. It just becomes like us arguing about albums. Yeah. But yeah, maybe we have a meme and music podcast. But yeah, the movie description on IMDb: a young woman decides to make positive changes in her life by training for the New York City Marathon. Movie came out August 23rd. Notable cast: Jillian Bell. Mikey Day made a quick appearance from Wild 'N Out, also currently on SNL. I think he's still on there. Lil Rel, who I think his biggest break was Get Out. I mean, he's obviously in several other things, but I think the Carmichael Show, I think he's in that as well. But Get Out is definitely the biggest one. And then Michaela Watkins is in it as well. She's in a couple different things. I watched her mostly on Casual, a show on Hulu. So, but yeah, she's in this. Director and writer Paul Downs. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Calazo, I think. But anyway, this is his first feature film. He did a good job, in my opinion. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Directed and wrote this film. The studio, Amazon Studios, did this. I think it's interesting how they continue to produce movies that go to the big screen first and then go on the streaming platform, as opposed to like a Hulu original movie or a Netflix original movie that goes straight to the platform. Like they're not in theaters at all. So that's interesting. I don't know which one is more successful or how you quantify like revenue on, obviously for if it's in theaters, like you quantify the revenue.
Wait, so you're saying you want everyone to go to theaters first?
No, I'm saying I don't know. I'm saying I don't really know which one is the right one.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Like I would be interested to know like how. Obviously, for Amazon Studios, if it goes to theater, then you can say, "Oh, it was successful because we put $1 million into it and we made $30 million," right?
Yeah.
For Netflix and Hulu, like, do you say we spent, you know, $1 million on this movie? Put Will Smith. Obviously, that's like very low. Let's say we spent $200 million on this movie. Will Smith is in it, or you know, it's Bird Box. We have why am I blanking on her name right now? Sandra Bullock in it. And then do you quantify it by like how many memberships you get because of that over the course of time? Because obviously views, you don't get any more money because of views. I've already bought a monthly subscription.
Yeah.
So are they looking at the spike in memberships after that content, or I wonder like how do you quantify that? Because you already have my money. I'm not paying you any more to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Where Amazon is getting the money there, and then they're getting possibly more people that say, "Oh, this is really good content from Amazon. Maybe I'll get an Amazon Prime subscription because they put out good stuff."
Yeah, I think that's what, because like they'll show commercials of like what they're putting out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it does make you, honestly.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I like Amazon.
Certain shows are like people will be like, "Oh, this is the best show ever. It's on Hulu."
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Okay, now I gotta get Hulu."
Now exactly. So that's the thing is like obviously they still get draw for that.
Yeah.
But then like Amazon's getting double the money. Like they're putting commercials out. You're going to the theater paying it, and then that might cause you to then give them a monthly subscription. Which Amazon is obviously a whole different animal because like I have that through my Amazon Prime account for the shopping, and it's just like, oh, Amazon Video is also add on to that. So they have, I mean, they're far and away exceeding the success of every company right now.
Yeah.
But that is interesting that they do that, and why the other ones don't. The movie's an hour and 44 minutes, which I like because when movies get to 2+ hours, for me, I'm like, where we go? Because a lot of times movies just extend for no reason. I didn't feel like this one did this. They jumped around a lot with time. Like it started like it was like a 2-year span. This movie from like when she started working out to when she missed the New York Marathon to when she did it the next year.
A year to 2 years.
Yeah. So it jumped around, but it didn't feel like crazy or anything. Like it didn't feel long.
Oh yeah, at the end it jumped a whole year. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, at least 2 years then.
Yeah. So it was long, but long jumps, but it didn't feel super long watching it.
No.
So going into the movie, what were your like expectations, or did you know anything about it, or?
I didn't know anything about it. No. I thought it would be like. I mean, it was funny, but like I didn't know that like the storyline would be like that deep.
Yeah, I got you.
Like it got like a little dark sometimes. I was like, whoa, she's like really depressed.
Yeah.
Or like about her friend, the like older lady, Moneybags Martha.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is like kind of dark. Like she was like a heroin addict in the past and stuff. Yeah. I thought it would just be like really like more goofy. I liked that because then at the end, like I was like, oh wow, like now I feel for these characters.
Yeah, it became a real movie, and I think I say the same thing for me. You know, I went into it, and like I said, Amazon, like I have to tip my cap off to them. They do a really good job with movies. I'm saying tip my cap because if I like am a competing studio, but
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I'll give it to them. Yeah, good stuff, guys. But yeah, no, I think they do a really good job with these movies. This one's good. What is the name of it? I think it might be called Life as We Know It or something like that. Or Life Itself. That one's a good movie. I watched that within the last couple months. And then The Big Sick is probably one of their biggest ones. That was an Amazon Studios one. They have a couple like bangers. They've put some like really good ones out.
I didn't know that was Amazon.
Yeah, see, exactly, and that's like almost more creative where you put it out and it's like, oh shoot, this is an Amazon movie, like. So they've done some good stuff, but they find a good way to make it like meaningful content, and it's not just like random, just like okay, it's funny, or like it doesn't seem like low budget.
Yeah.
And like you said, I thought this was gonna be just like kind of like her just basically doing like stand-up comedy, essentially, just being like funny, like almost like Amy
100%.
Schumer style, and then just
it was like deep, like it had like a lot of meaning.
It had some content, and it's a true story, and that's what they like doing too.
Oh yeah,
because The Big Sick was a true story as well.
True.
So that makes it like add some validity to it. I feel like where you go and you're like, okay, this is a real story. They didn't just make this up, so then you feel more for the characters, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, going into it, the fact that it was rated R had me a little confused because going into it, I thought it was just gonna be like a funny, like her just being silly movie.
Yeah.
So the fact that it was rated R, I was a little confused about. I still am kind of confused. Like, they could have easily made this PG-13 and just like took out some of the maybe the cussing, but like the content.
Yeah, I guess it was the cussing.
I don't know.
Because there's not even like any nudity.
No nudity.
And I like, because it was R, I kept thinking they'd like show her like body progress and stuff.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
No, it was no.
It was just like
nudity.
all in her face.
Yeah, it wasn't like super sexual at all.
No.
It didn't talk much about the drug addiction. Like they talked
No,
about
they
the
like
heroin.
just hinted at it.
Hinted,
kind of.
yeah. Like they didn't show it. They didn't
Yeah.
show needles or anything like
No.
that. So I don't know why it was rated R
Yeah.
other than the cussing. And again,
Well, who decides that? Like, I don't think they even decide that. Doesn't someone
No.
like watch it and then they're like, all right, this is what it's rated?
I guess, yeah. So I don't know why they
They
were.
probably like crossed one line, and I can't think of what one it would have been.
I don't know. So hopefully, I mean, the reason I don't like that it's R is because I feel like it's a good movie that's very motivational for like you could take it like a group of like teens to go see this who are maybe. I mean, you don't even have to be like dealing with obesity. Honestly, like I was pumped up. Like I've ran a marathon
at the
before.
end.
Like I kind of was like, shoot, do I need to run a
Especially
marathon?
that, Million Voices, the song they were playing at the end when she's running, that's like one of my favorite running songs
really?
of all time. So I was like,
so
I've
you were-
ran
yeah,
for like
yeah.
an hour straight just listening to
Really?
that song.
Oh,
So
wow.
I was like, oh my god.
Your
Like,
song, they made it
that
for
moment
you.
I was like, oh, I gotta run this marathon.
Yeah.
It's like I'm getting out there.
You're like sprinting out the theater.
Yeah.
Just like just going crazy while I ran out to the parking lot. I do like this actress anyway. Like she's in 21 Jump Street or 22 Jump Street and Rough Night. She was a little much in Rough Night. She just was like too much. That movie was just like all the movies anyway. She's in Office Christmas Party as well. So she's in those like really silly like huge ensemble of like star movies. But she's done a good job in those. But yeah, I was excited to go see because it was an inspiring story. Now that I recently took a job, early in this year, in the health and fitness industry, and I feel like I pay way more attention to this stuff, more like the health and fitness aspect in that world more, and just more conscious of it. Like I have a pretty healthy regimen anyway as far as like exercise and diet. I still eat a ton of junk, as you know, from working with me, my snack drawer like that. It's less. Like I don't have like.
No, I stopped making fun of you. Like the second you were like, oh yeah, like everyone's always making fun of me, but like they're out drinking every weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is so like completely valid. I'm never saying anything about your Oreos ever again. Like
it would be nuts. Like it's funny. It's like
I do both. So I was like, I eat Oreos and I drink. So I was like, all right,
I would get like massacred for eating Oreos at work. Like, wow, you just eat all these Oreos, and then like everyone would come in on Monday talking about how wasted they got, and I'm like, my Oreos can't be that bad, can they? Like, oh my gosh, they'd kill me. Or like, what are you eating for lunch? Like, oh my god, that's empty carbs, and I'm like, all right, it's spaghetti. Like, you don't have to like make me feel like I'm just like a loser because I'm eating spaghetti.
How's your salad? Is it
Yeah,
good?
yeah. They'd have like these sad salads.
I'm enjoying my food. Oh my god, my sad salads. Remember my like stations?
Oh my god.
I forgot about that. I would bring like everything
your
I needed,
groceries?
like, all the packs. Yeah, my grocery bag. I don't really do that anymore. Wow.
I mean, the thing is, it made a lot of sense. It just was funny to make fun of you because you come in on Monday with literally it wouldn't even be meal prep. It just was like she'd come in with a huge like Whole Foods bag or like Jewel Osco. No, it was Jewel. She'd come in with a huge Jewel Osco bag. And it would just be everything you needed for lunch that week. Not prepared though. It would just be like I'll prepare. It would just be a bag of lettuce and like
lettuce,
chicken,
cheese,
everything,
dressing, everything
and
would just be there.
And you just have it scattered throughout the WeWork fridges, and I'm just like, this is crazy.
Oh yeah, sometimes I'd like forget it in different fridges, or like we'd be on the third floor and I'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot this was in here.
Yeah.
Like, oh hype, I have dressing.
Oh my god. Or still someone's dressing.
Oh yeah, I did definitely soul some ranch on the rag.
Oh my god, good times. Good times. Oh man, now I'm just thinking about like all the like random.
You would start doing commentary. Like I'd be at the counter doing it, and you'd be like acting like it was a cooking show.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Fluff the lettuce.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I wish some of that was on film. Like some of the things, stupid things we talk about or laugh about.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like just being in the industry, like, and being more conscious of it. The exercise does put you in a much better mood, though. You saw it throughout this movie. I think that's a huge thing that like people should harp on more about exercise, and not just being like, you're fat, lose weight.
Yeah.
But like, it makes me way more productive. Like, you can always tell where I'm at mentally based on like how clean I'm a really clean person too. So when things aren't clean, like usually that just means that my mental state is kind of scattered like that week. So if my apartment and car aren't clean and like I'm not exercising a lot that week, then that probably means that I'm not having a good week. Like I'm probably like in a bad mood.
Yeah.
But it corresponds just like with weather. Like when the weather's good, when I'm having a good week, things are organized. Like I'm just way more productive. Like it's funny just how all these things correlate. Like it's like a domino effect. Like I didn't wake up on time to work out. So now like now my schedule's pushed back.
Yeah.
So now the time I was gonna like do laundry, I don't do now.
No,
You know, like
that's
I'm
so
behind
true.
on work, and now I get to the end of the day, and I have all this stuff piled up, so I don't even want to do anything. Like,
So do you work out in the morning? That's when you work out?
I try to. I'm off my regimen now, actually, because for this job I like travel so much.
Yeah.
Or not travel so much around, like outside of the city, but around the city instead of driving. When I just like each day, I don't necessarily know where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to me, but a lot of times I just don't plan it far ahead. But because of that, it's hard to like say like I'm gonna go to this gym and like work out because it might not make sense like driving wise to go there. So a lot of times I end up working out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm here today, so like let me just go work out here after work. But I'd prefer the mornings.
Yeah.
So that kind of throws me off. But yeah, I'll get back into the regimen at some point. When do you work out? Because do you just mostly run?
I mostly run. This past year, actually, I started doing like some workout classes. Like I got a class pass for Core Power.
Oh,
so
cool,
it's like a sculpt, like yoga sculpt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just felt like it was like finally more important to me this year.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, like running is fine, but like I need something to like be strong.
Yeah.
So like just doing that once a week, it like makes me feel a lot better. But yeah, then I probably run like 3 times a week still.
I feel like a lot of runners don't, like people who are really into running, I was actually going to mention this later, about like run groups or like run clubs.
Yeah.
Because that's something I want to do at some point. Really when I'm more stable somewhere, like when I just am in a city. I haven't, like Detroit, I don't know how long I'll be in Detroit.
Yeah.
It's a cool city, but like once I'm more stable somewhere and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be here like for 5-10 years, maybe I'll start a run club. That'd be kind of something fun to do. Like
Yeah,
another project,
awesome.
like just like this, like just, something to work on. But a lot of the runners, so like for my job now, I reached out to do like some cross marketing with a run club that's near one of our clubs. They meet really cool people, and they a lot of the people said that they don't go to gym. They're like, oh, this is my workout. I run. I just thought that was interesting that a lot of runners, like that's their workout. Like they do that, they stretch, and like they got and it's a lot of older people as well, so they're not necessarily huge on like I gotta get stronger. Like they're not working towards a goal. It's just like maintaining. They eat really healthy. So it's interesting that a lot of runners just don't. I don't know if they don't know the value or just don't necessarily care about the weight training aspect of it. I mean,
I think it's like mostly the value. Like for me, it was like the value. Like I just didn't understand. I was like, I'm just working out. Who cares?
Right.
But then I was like I'd pick up a weight and I was like, oh my god, like I'm not strong at all.
Yeah.
So it's just like nice having that extra thing.
Yeah.
And just like feeling sore for a couple of days too.
Yeah.
Like when you're running, you don't feel like really that sore.
Yeah.
So like doing that once a week, that's nice.
It'd be cool. The run clubs make you run too. Because then it's like kind of how we were saying, like it gives you some competition, and then you have a set date. Like if I commit to something, then I'm gonna do it. So I commit to a run club and say, hey, I'm gonna be here every Monday.
Yeah.
Like even on the days like I can be sick and I'm like I'm coming just because I committed to it.
Yeah.
Actually, the run club that I was just referring to asked me to they're like come out with us sometime. That's like all people. Like the youngest person is like 45,
Got it.
and there's no cute girls, and I'm like I'm not coming to this. Like no, like if
You
not,
sound like Brittany in the beginning of the movie. She was like running club, losers.
yeah.
And she showed up, and then she ran a marathon. Todd,
Right?
you gotta go.
I know. That wouldn't be the motivation. Like I said, if I went there and if I went there and there was like one cute girl, then I'd be like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I've been looking for a running club. Like, I'm all in. But yeah, no, I was out on that one. That one's not for me. I gotta find one more age appropriate. That's why I just gotta start one. I gotta start one up.
Yeah.
I do feel bad for people though who are predisposed to being larger, and the doctor kind of made reference to that. Because, I mean, reality is some people just naturally, like, they carry weight differently.
Yeah.
Like me, I've always been, like, skinnier, which is tougher, like, when I'm, like, when growing up, when it's, like, whether it's a sport that I'm, like, trying to put on weight for. I've never actually played a sport where I had to put on weight.
Yeah.
We put on muscle and stuff like that, like, ran track and stuff. But like, if I ever was, like, playing football and it's like, hey, put on weight, like, that would be really tough. Just because it's tough to put on weight. And, like, even if I just eat
So
whatever.
what would you do to put on weight?
I would have to like force myself to eat. I would have to force it. It would just be like this. Like, and I just wouldn't want to do that.
Actually, one of my cousins was talking about that.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him, he was like, because he played football in college. And he's like, like you get to the point where you're like, I am so disgustingly full, and I still have to drink a whole glass of milk. Like,
It's so nasty.
that was like his like point all the time. He was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm so full. I'm now one glass of milk and I can go to bed.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like, I mean, naturally, if you keep eating, then your stomach expands and your appetite,
Yeah.
you know, your metabolism continues to grow, and then you'll continue to be able to eat more. But I just never, like, I don't want to just keep stuffing myself. But no, and I've like I said, I've never played a sport where I've had to do that.
Yeah.
But if I had, then I'd struggle, and definitely haven't. But, you know, I'm not complaining by any means. Like, I've never struggled with my weight. But my point is, like, for people who do, that has to suck, especially if you don't like running, like, which most people don't. That's to suck, and that's a tough place to be in, especially if you don't know the proper ways to, like, work out. Like, she didn't have a lot of that knowledge.
She ran in Converse. Her
Yeah,
first
right.
it was giving me anxiety. I was like, that looks so painful.
That would
It
suck.
looks so painful.
They're so flat. I mean, my shins would be shot if I did that.
Oh,
like
100%.
knees, everything. Like whole body would be messed up. But if you don't love to run and you have issues with weight, and then just being uncomfortable going into like a gym even.
Yeah.
Like I see that now where I'm like, I love going to the gym, I love working out, but a lot of that is because I know what I'm doing when I go in.
Yeah.
And that comes obviously from learning. Like, I didn't just wake up and go into a gym and like I knew everything.
Yeah.
Like no, like I took a lot of like strength classes like as a kid and like growing up doing track. When I was training in the off season, like I would go to these like gyms and learn the proper way to like proper form and things like that. Again, all helping towards running. But yeah, like if I didn't, like there's certain stuff in the weight room I don't do now. Like, have you ever seen people do like the hip thrusts?
Maybe.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't even want to like.
Do you want to demonstrate?
Just so you know, like the thing where you like put the like you have a bar. All right, I'm demonstrating for everyone listening. So you have like a bar like across your
Trainer
lap, and you just like do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I don't do those because I'm like those look stupid. Like those, I'm not humping the air in the gym in front of everybody. Like
yeah, so you're saying like people who don't know how to do anything probably feel like everything is stupid.
Yeah. Like if you don't, like you probably think like I'll look
100%.
stupid. So those like I know
like,
how to.
If you're
do
not a
that.
runner and you just have to go run, like it's hard to, if you like are completely out of shape. It's even just hard to run a quarter mile.
Oh, for sure.
And then they're like huffing and puffing after that. No, that stings.
Yeah.
Especially because running is the most like simple one.
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I need to work out. Like I'll run for like 15 minutes or whatever.
It is. You don't need anything. All you need is shoes.
Yeah.
But it hurts. It's the one that hurts the most. Like cardio. Like people hate cardio.
Yeah,
like,
people hate cardio.
And I've always liked it just because.
I love it.
I think it's because I'm good at it too. Like I'm relatively good at it. I've always been like relatively faster than most of my peers. So because of that, like when you're good at something, I like it more. Like if I was bad at it, I probably
Todd,
hate it.
calm down.
Yeah, right. Not tooting my own horn, guys. When I'm bad at something, I hate doing it. Like I just don't do stuff that I'm bad at.
No. I just start laughing too. Like I'm actually going to a workout class with I'm going home for a whole week.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, oh, you're gonna come to my workout class with me, and I was just like, oh, and she's like, you can't laugh. Like she specifically told me that because she's like, I know you're gonna want to like laugh at me or like laugh at yourself, like because whenever it's something I like haven't done before, I'm just like, what the.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like my mom convinced my dad to start going to Zumba at one point. Like this is like a couple years ago.
Oh my God, Zumba!
And they're like,
your mom convinced your dad to go.
Yes, he's like, it's actually a good workout. And they're like trying to. He's like, come on, like yo, you probably can't handle it. He'll try to like do that, like egg me on, like because he knows like anything like a physical or like athletic feat. Most of the time, if someone challenges me, like I can't back down.
Yeah.
Like I just have to do it, even if I'm like this is about to suck. Like I have to try it. But that, like I was like, I'm not doing that. Or like when they'll go do like a spin class or something like that, and be like, come on, like you can't handle it. And I'm like, I'll watch you guys, and like whatever thing we do, I'll watch. Like obviously, you guys are 50 something. Like if we were all the same age, like yeah, maybe you all would beat me or like, but like yeah, like you know what I mean? Like cool chance in hell that you beat me then anyway, but like definitely not now. Yeah. So, but like me and my friends, we went skating, right? So, for whatever reason, I thought I was a good skater. Like in my mind, like I remember being like
skateboarding,
like
or
roller
like
skating,
Wow.
like rollerblading. Some of my friends got really into like roller skating. Weirdo.
I'm picturing someone like going backwards and like twisting around.
Yeah, yes.
Now.
My friend Leroy randomly like senior year of college got into. He's random. He's just a random person anyway. But
that is so funny.
He got into skating, like got his own skates, and he just was like, yeah, man, like I'm going to skate. Like we'd be like, yo, what are you up to tonight? Like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm about to go skating. And I'd be like, you're a loser. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're going skating. So we still mess with him. Anyway, it was like the one thing that he's good at. He's the bigger one in our group. Yeah. Like he's the fat friend in our group. So he was like, this is the thing that like,
Leroy.
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. We say to his face. But he was on the podcast. Literally, we don't hold back. But he was like, he found something that he was good at. So he's like, all right, let's go roller skating. me, him, and Charlie went roller skating.
Do you understand the image that's through my mind now? Like, you're like, yeah, my fat friend loves to roller skate. So now I'm just picturing, like...
Fat Albert, like roller skating.
Basically.
That's what it was. So he's like, let's go. So in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm a pretty good roller skater. I don't know why I thought I was really good, like when I was a kid. So I go, and I'm like the worst one of us three by far. So I was like, my legs are on fire. I'm like, I'm over this. I'm done.
So, like, you were just able to, like, glide along. Like, you weren't, like, shaky, were you?
Oh, no, I can skate.
Yeah.
Like, I just wasn't that good. Like, it was just like, and my legs were tired. And I was just I'll quit. And they're like, are you serious? Like, we're going to stay for another 2 hours. I was like, all right, well, I'm not skating. I'm about to take my skates off. So I was just being a baby. And so I go sit down, and, like, this old lady comes over and is like, hey, like, how you feeling? And I'm like taking pity on me, thinking I, like, just sucked. And I was like, yo, I'm good. Like, I don't need the pep talk. Like, because they go, she brings, like, I guess, like, these young kids there, like, underprivileged youth to, like, learn how to skate. So she's like, it's not that hard, baby. Like, if you just go out there, like, old lady, like my grandma, she's like, like, you just go out, like, so you have to start with this. She's just going, and I'm just talking to this lady for, like, the next, like, hour and a half of her just pitying me and just being like, you just take it one step at a time. And I was like, I'm never coming back here. Like, you don't have to give me a pep talk on it. And they just, like, clown me for it till this day of, like, me sitting over there with the old lady as they go skate just because I didn't want to skate.
I still just can't get over that you guys went roller skating. Like,
it's so
just
random.
that in general is, like, a good story.
Yeah, it just
even
random.
without you being a baby or an old lady.
We go, that was the last time, because usually our thing is laser tag, but Leroy sucks at laser tag, so that was like, this is my thing.
So you gave it to him.
And I was like, you get this one time.
Yeah.
But we are going laser tag now, because I love laser tag, so it's like, I'm going to obviously push for the thing that I like to do. But yeah, and laser tag is funny that we do laser tag too.
Yeah,
like, we did
amazing. That sounds like really fun right now.
It is, it's fun.
Like, I kind of want to do that maybe today.
That would, actually, it's always good, it's always fun. I might do it, so I'll invite you one day. I don't know when I'm going to do it. But Charlie brought it up. He's like, yo, you should do this. And I was like, this is a really great idea. Like a laser tag invitational. Like where it's like something where I send out an invite like every single year. Like I invite like my closest friends and they have to bring their own team. And it's like, what if you even did like a charity thing where like you had to bring like your own like charity that you sponsor? Like you brought like the Boys and Girls Club of Chicago and I brought the one of like Detroit. And we create like a squad and we have to go against each other like in a tournament on a weekend. How dope would that be?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But like, I mean, you don't find out like it's super secret, like it's by invitation only, and you don't find out where the actual, you know the date, but you don't know the actual location until like 24 hours before, 48 hours before.
That'd be sick.
That'd be dope. So
Alright,
that might happen. Yeah, when it happens, I'll let you know so
I'll
you can
join
assemble your squad.
Charlie. We'll bring the Chicago squad.
There you go. Yeah, you all bring Chicago. My squad, I'll probably like I'll cheat and have a squad like a year ahead, and we'll practice like 4 times a week. I'll be like, oh, I just found these guys last week, and it's like we have like plays.
Like, get it together, guys.
We're like, we have like hand signals and everything. I totally would do that. That's totally something I would do. But I will let you know when that happens.
Okay, thanks.
Because it's coming. It's coming. She made the comment that one of the comments that pisses me off that people say. And obviously it's like, hey, it's easy for you to say, like, you're not dealing with, like, trying to lose weight. But when someone says, like, every body type is beautiful, when the doctor was trying to tell her, like, hey, like, you're in a, like, unhealthy state right now.
Yeah.
And the issue I have with that is not that, like, obviously self-love and having high self-esteem, like, yes, you should have that no matter what you look like.
Yeah.
100%. However, I hate when that becomes an excuse for not living a healthy lifestyle. Like, if your doctor tells you, hey, you need to lose weight or else your life expectancy is down, or like you have high blood pressure, or you're going to have all these malfunctions in your body if you don't lose weight, and you say, well, I'm happy with the way I look. That's not the point. Like, you're missing the point. Like, he's not trying to diss you.
You need a healthy heart.
Period.
Like, there are like people who are really big who like run the marathons. Like they don't lose any weight from the training, but like they're just really healthy because.
Yeah, I have a hot take about that too. I was gonna say.
Okay. No, I mean, no, I'm good. You good. I like, yeah.
What were you going to say?
No, there's just some. So my little brother ran a half for the first time.
Oh, he did?
First and last. Like he just wanted to do it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And
which one did you do?
He did Chicago actually.
Oh, okay.
It was probably like a year ago, honestly, today.
Oh, wow.
Like I actually think it's today,
That's funny.
or maybe it's next Sunday or whatever. But yeah, he was like, God, running just pisses me off now because there are people like 3 times my size, like ahead of me, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like really out of breath, like thinking I'm doing great, and then like this really overweight person will like run by me, and I was like, Tom, like it's about like your heart, like cardio is just like if you can like breathe fine and like train yourself to breathe fine, it's fine.
Yeah,
like, it's really not about like
training yourself to breathe. Honestly, like yoga has helped me learn how to, like, running obviously too growing up, but then yoga just like in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just really focusing. Like when I run now and I start getting tired, or even from the jump, I just like breathing. I just focus. That's all I focus on. Because I think breathe, like control your breathing, because that'll control your heart rate, and it's like again you just have more energy.
It feels so much better.
My hot take is I don't think running a marathon is wait, let me word this right there. I actually wrote it down so that I worded it the right way.
I think I know where you're going.
Marathons aren't real workouts. That's my take. And
no, I understand that. Like, I didn't like my body like when I was training for a marathon. Like, it's not like I was like, oh, this is like the best thing ever. I'm like I don't understand how she lost that much weight from it, honestly.
Yeah.
I really don't.
I think, like, especially when she wasn't eating much different at first. Like, she was still eating, like, with the first part of her training, like, she was still eating out. Like, when she eat the cheese out the garbage, I was like, that was strange.
I think that was more of, like, a crack, though.
Oh, that was like,
I think
like
she was, like, eating healthy a little, and then she just, like, had a bad day, so she cracked.
Oh, got you. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, and then she, like, did that and was, like, ashamed with herself, kind of.
Dang it, I meant to bring you Werther's. I saw them in the store.
Oh my god, those were brought up last night.
Really?
Yeah, we were late night, me and my friends and my brother and his friend, and like I have them in our like little candy jar. Like, okay, we have this like pumpkin from last year.
Is you a more old lady? You have a candy jar now?
No, so like, all right, so one of my roommates is a teacher, and she just loves like decorating. So last fall, she like gets all this fall stuff. Right. One of them was this little pumpkin, and we started just putting our candy in there. Like, it just has like an open mouth. So we're like, all right. So a jack-o'-lantern, not a pumpkin.
Yeah. And
then it just became our like where we like throw like extra candy.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we would buy candy for it. Like, just somehow there's always candy in there. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
So then we're like, we could never put this away. Then yesterday, Taylor was like, oh, we have to put the pumpkin away this year. And I was like, no, why? Like, it's our candy jar. And then they're like, what's in it right now? And I was like, oh, Werther's. And it wasn't because I did buy them. And I explained this whole thing. I was like, oh my God, my coworker Todd used to make fun of me because I like Werther's. But actually, my grandma gave me Werther's the last time I was home, and that's where they were from.
Oh, man.
And I was like, whoa, Grandma, thanks for reminding me. I haven't bought these in a while.
Yo, Paige is like a huge, so she's a huge advocate of Werther's. She's a spokesperson, ambassador for Werther's.
They are so good,
and they're like the staple candy for old women. They're amazing. I love Werther's a lot, but they're like only old people have them. Like, there's certain candies that like I don't even know where you buy them from. Like, they pop up in old people's cars.
There's always like a little Werther's jar in like grandma's houses.
Always, and now they're in the jack-o'-lantern downstairs. Yeah. So I'll make sure I grab one.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the other thing I was about to say about gyms. I just remembered. Gyms, so they, like, obviously the joke that they had in there was like she was going to the gym and he was saying like how expensive it was. He was like, oh, something like $140, something, whatever much it was. And I think that's probably pretty standard in New York City for a gym. Like, that's super expensive, but like it is New York City, and like even here in Chicago, like some of the clubs.
It's really expensive too.
Yeah, someone's telling me
like
how much.
if you want to do that, seems like a really nice one. Like, I think she just saw the first gym and was like, oh, I'm gonna see what this is like.
Yeah.
But like, she could join there's like Planet Fitness in New York for whatever $10-$15 a month.
Yeah, she could have went somewhere. So that was funny. But what made me laugh about it even more is, so this movie has, I had heard about it anyway, so I'm looking for it, and it's been on my radar for a little bit. But I've been going to Lifetime Fitness and around Detroit, they have a couple of facilities, and these facilities they've been advertising this movie. And, and Lifetime Fitness is known for, in the area at least, and nationwide, they're really nice facilities, but they're overpriced. They're just super expensive.
Yeah.
So I thought it was odd that in this movie they make that joke about a Lifetime-esque place, and Lifetime is the place that has like the super high, but we have all these amenities, but it's only an hour, and if you want this package, then it's an additional. That's how Lifetime is. Mm-hmm. So it's funny that it's like, wow, like they're kind of poking fun at you in this movie, and they have all these banners in there, supporting the movie.
Yeah, gyms are expensive. We are having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're back though. All right. So where were we? What were we talking about? Gyms.
Wait, I had something that just came to mind when that fell.
What?
Like, the fall has nothing to do with it, but it just reminded me that like I wanted to say this. That like she had never ran 2 miles in her life before.
Oh yeah.
Like, how many people do you think have never ran 2 miles?
Probably a
like
lot.
that's so normal, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can run 2 miles.
Like how many out of 10 people like in the world do you think just like have never run? I was like, wow,
that's
like,
interesting.
That just sounds like such a normal, like, easy workout. It takes like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, like, she was like, I've never done that in my life. And I was like,
That is interesting. I wonder, that's one of those, you'd have to get a random sample group, because I feel like if I ask my friends, like, naturally you hang around people who are similar to you. So,
yeah.
like, I feel like probably a lot of my friends, like, I'm thinking of, like, yeah, they totally have, but it's like,
yeah.
let me ask
but
someone
actually,
who's like,
I don't know. Like,
if you just
I
ask,
think
like,
all my friends have,
yeah.
you know?
If I just ask 10 people, like, on the street, Chicago's probably not a great place to do it because it's so walker-friendly. Like, there's so many runners, and, like, it's like asking someone in the street, like, have you ever owned a dog? Like, yeah, everyone in Chicago has a dog.
Yeah.
So it's like, but,
yeah, but that just, like, shocked me and made me think. I was like, wow, yeah, not everyone runs.
yeah. I know. Yeah, I guess that's true. I would be interested now that you said it. But yeah, what were we saying? I was talking about
Expensive
gyms.
gyms.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, if I didn't look cool running, I wouldn't. If I didn't think I looked cool running, I would. Like, if I thought, like, oh man, like, if I was conscious, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't. Or I maybe do tread. As much as I hate the treadmill, I probably do treadmill. Didn't you used to run without music? What is the? You had some odd running habits. I can't remember what they were like.
Yeah, I didn't run with music for a while.
And
because, okay, I never had, like, a GPS thing or anything like that.
Yes, that's what. And I
like,
remember.
I would literally, I would actually go on mapmyrun.com and, like, map out how many miles I want to do and, like, stick to that route.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I moved to Chicago, I was like, wow, this is, like, way harder to do because there's so many, like, lights.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes you just have to change your route and, like, just
That's
figure
true.
it out. So I think that's why I started doing more GPS stuff. So, like, since I had my phone on me, then I was like, okay, now I'm going to, like, listen to music more. But I'd say it's half and half right now. Like, sometimes I'll start my run with my headphones in.
Oh,
and then
music.
I'm like, you know what? I really don't feel like listening to music right now, so then I'll just go and, like, put it in my pocket.
Yeah. I remember, so that was a couple things, like, you sometimes didn't use music, which I was like, that's insane. Like, if I don't have music, it's a wrap. Like, I'm not, like, I've literally driven to a trail before, and I had my headphones, turn right back around, and went and got food. Like, it was like even worse. Like, one day, like, I went, and I was like, let's go. Like, I was pumped up.
Yeah.
Forgot the headphones, like, went and got ice cream, and then went home. So it was, like, completely counterproductive. But yeah, no, I went, I can't do no music, and then also the thing that made it strange is that you map out your runs instead of using GPS. So that always, like, drove me crazy when you say that, and I was like, or you'd, like, time it, and then you, like, write down on it, you had your notebook, and I was like, why do you have a notebook? Like, literally use technology.
Wait, I had a notebook?
Yeah, or something. You had something that you used to record your runs in that it wasn't electronical. It was for like that.
Okay, maybe it was, like, my notes on my phone or something. I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
Okay, I would write out, like, my plan of, like, what I was going to run.
No, you'd write, like
for the
5
week.
miles. Like, you wrote, like,
Yeah,
you ran 5 miles.
But I wasn't, like, no, it wasn't, like, after. It was, like, planning the week. Like, it was like, I'm going to run 5, then 2,
got
then,
you. That was the notebook. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, that makes a little bit more sense. I'll give you that then.
No.
You ever run in the cold? Like, when it's really cold out? I can't know.
I've never joined a gym before. I always run outside. Even when it, like, if it's 10 degrees, I can still do it. Because I just, like, really bundle up, and I'm like, all right, like, once I start sweating,
You're
I'll be
dedicated.
fine.
You're a real runner. I knew you were a real runner,
Well, yeah,
but
yeah.
I never did. I always said that I was gonna, like, one day just, like, follow you in my car and, like, just bother you, and then, like, or, like, I should have created montage.
See if I was actually running.
If you're actually running,
yeah. This girl, she doesn't seem like she's actually doing this.
You're catching an Uber, just, like, half, like, you run, like, a quarter mile and then catch an Uber.
Yeah.
Add the mileage up, keep the Nike app running. That would be crazy. But yeah, no, that's what I was about to say. Oh, I never finished. That's what I was going to say about marathons and not be real workouts. So I have no scientific evidence to back this up. But I've met too many people who are super large. And so it makes me say, because I do feel like, hey, you should be cutting some type of weight just running. Mm-hmm. But it has to be more like, I think, more sprinting. Like, it has to be, or not necessarily sprinting like you're running 40-meter dashes.
Yeah.
Like, no, she's not to do that. But it needs to be short bursts, like you're running like 400-meter repeats
Heart
or
rate
mile.
up and down.
Yeah, mile repeats, and then you switch that up the next day. Like, it can't just be you're running like these super long runs, because I feel like it becomes more of like a calf and shin workout.
Yeah.
Like, if I run too slow, I'm not out of breath more.
Yeah.
Like, I might be a little out of breath, but it's gonna be more just like my knees, shins, and calves hurt.
Yeah.
So it's not. Am I really getting a full? Like, you're not even lifting your knees all the way.
No, that's what I was saying. You, like, train your respiratory system more than anything.
Yeah. So
Like,
it's
that's
like
what it is.
I met a guy the other day, and he said that. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like, I gotta get back to running. And I was looking at him, and I'm like, you do not run. Like, so, I need picture it didn't happen. But so that, you know, not to diss everyone who doesn't run out there. Sorry if that's what this podcast sounds like, but it's just
Yeah, we're getting a little.
Yeah, we're getting
a little
mean.
judgmental.
Yeah, we are getting judgmental. Yeah, so cut out. Just forget everything you heard the first like 45
Yeah, I
minutes
was
of the
like,
podcast.
yeah, my brother just sees this load go by him, like.
Just ripping everyone who doesn't run consistently. And it's not even like I'm like this super great runner, like, you know,
No,
not by any means.
we run 6:30 pace for 6 miles.
I don't even do that. Not even close.
No, I know.
Oh, I thought you said you did that. I was about to say,
no.
oh shoot, I'm not at that level.
Completely
God.
over exaggerating.
Oh god, I thought you did. And I literally felt so bad right now. Like, oh my gosh, I was like questioning
You're like,
everything
whoa,
I knew.
Whoa.
Oh my god, that was a real humbling moment for like 30 seconds. I also can't, when she stopped in the marathon and then like kept running, like she was in super, like a lot of pain. If I stop, it's over. Now, if I get to a certain point, like I did the big 10K, like that's the longest I've ran. If I would have stopped at like mile 5 to like tie my shoe, like we're done with the day. Like I can't pick back up. Yeah, and I can't pick back up.
No, when I just like go work out, like I'm running like 3 to 5 miles or something. Yeah, when I stop, I'm done.
Yeah, so
but, like,
that's a better way to put it.
with a marathon,
with
like,
people,
I stop it.
yeah, no, people around, like, yeah, no, actually, I would probably kept going. Witnesses, yeah, that's more what it is. It's more just having witnesses.
No, 100%.
Not just being, like, I just don't want to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
The movie, like we said, was really funny though. Like again, it got really deep with some of the characters, but it was really funny. Like she made a joke about how like the kill shelter dog, like she was so irresponsible that the kill shelter said that the dog wouldn't have a good life with her. Like you know, it's like you're literally about to kill the dog. So that was really funny. It was like obviously she was really down at the time when she said it, and it also brought me back to my dog owner days. Only a few people knew about the news.
The domino days.
Yeah, the domino days. Paige witnessed the domino days.
Todd was distraught.
Oh my god!
For the couple. How many months was it?
I had her for 4 months.
Yeah,
and
those 4 months.
It's long 4 months.
You were tired.
Man, I was.
And then our other coworker had to watch her for the weekend, and like couldn't finish the weekend.
She couldn't finish the weekend,
which is crazy because
she was
like
that
she
bad.
is such a dog person. She was so excited for the weekend.
Yeah, she's pumped.
Wait, let's talk. That just reminded me of your sheet of rules.
Yeah.
Todd made a sheet of rules for Paige to watch his dog,
it was
and it was just
sheet.
like all sarcastic. I wish I could I probably have the photo still.
I know. I have it somewhere. I'll send it to you. But I made a care sheet for her.
With categories.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was funny. It was
like don't let homeless people touch her.
Yeah. The homeless people can't touch her. I didn't want her to get anything. She hadn't had all her shots yet, so I had to be careful. But Domino, man, she was a crazy dog. She's not normal. Everyone says, and people do it now. They'll be like, oh, like this dog is just like Domino, or like, oh, my puppy, she's crazy with Domino. And I'm like, you weren't around her enough. I've never met a dog like her. She's not right. She's not right in the head.
We were literally on the rooftop at our building, and like we were joking about like Domino would like jump off, like hit the ground and be like still.
She bounced back up. I don't think anything could kill Domino. Yeah. I've seen her run full speed, and I mean she had to be moving at like at least 15 miles per hour into a wall, and then her nose bleed, and then she just starts running and she sprints again. Like it doesn't not phase at all. She almost got us jumped a couple times with dogs where she like paw like huge dogs like German shepherds in the face, and they'd be like trying to jump at her, and she'd jump back, and I'm like, you're about to get us killed.
Yeah, literally.
Like
you're us.
Yeah, like you're about to get me effed up. Yeah. Like, yeah, don't get me killed because you want to act
Todd, you were also not into the like dog parent life. Like Todd got like you'd go to like the dog park and you're like, they act like it's their kid.
Yeah.
Like they talk about the type of food and like compare what food I'm using. It's like, I don't know, I just went and got dog food.
Yeah.
Like,
they were too. I wasn't as
the dog parents in Chicago are intense.
They're intense, and they'd be grilling me about what I'm doing with my dog, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with you. That's none of your business. Like what I do with my dog.
It's just
like,
my dog. Like, it's supposed to be enjoyable and fun.
Yeah.
Like,
people, they take it too far here.
No, yeah. I see a lot of people like talking to their dogs like they're really humans.
Yeah.
Like, be polite. But oh wait, no. I literally saw someone like in this neighborhood like have their dog move.
Yeah.
And was like, be polite and move over for them. Like said that to their dog.
Yeah.
And I was like, just pull the leash.
Like,
why do you have to? Like, they don't understand you.
Not at all.
He does not know what you just said.
No.
I was so annoyed. I was like,
Some
and I
people would
can't
argue
hide my facial
too.
expression, so I was like.
some people argue and be like, they do know what I'm saying. Like, no, they don't.
Yeah, no, stop.
Dogs understand tone. They don't understand like actual. They don't understand the words.
Yeah.
Like so I do that. I made that point like with my mom, like our dog Nala at home. I'm like, because I got really into like Caesar Milan, like the dog whisperer for a while, and I was like, one thing she says, like, they don't understand language, which I feel like everyone should know already. Like, it shouldn't have to be said. But like some people don't understand that for some reason. Yeah. They don't understand like no or yes. They don't understand that stuff. They just know tones.
Yeah.
So they know the tones. They know the way in which you say stuff, the inflection of your voice. That's what they notice. So I was like, Nala, like whenever I say her name, I'm like, Nala, right? Yeah. And I'm like, I don't have to say her name. All I can say is I can call her Bert. I was like, if I call her, I can call her Robert, and she'll come. And so I started calling. So now I call her Bert. Whenever I go home, like I've done it for years. I just call like since junior high, I call her Bert. Yeah. And she come, and that obviously now it's like she thinks that's her name, but she responds to Nala as well. But they like the way I say it, like in the baby voice, like
100%. My mom said that her high school friend used to like say mean things to her dog, like in a really happy voice. Yeah. Like, you are so fucking stupid. And it'd be like so pumped.
Yeah. They don't know.
Yeah.
They have no idea. But I wish there was a place where I could just play with puppies. And then leave each day. Like I could just go play with puppies like 4 or 5 hours. Don't have to clean up any pee or poop.
4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Just 4 or 5 hours of my day.
That's a career.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
It's like more than half a work day.
Hey, I'm about to go take lunch. Where'd Todd go?
4 or 5 hours.
He's working remote. Yeah. If I could go do that and then like, but someone else is there to like take them out to pee and poop and like all the annoying stuff, but like I just get to play with cute puppies before they become like adults. That would be like the perfect day.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But it just is, unfortunately that doesn't exist out there.
It's like when you're a kid that exists. It's like your parents are doing that stuff.
Right, yeah, I guess, yeah. And so basically I just want to be a child.
Like, growing up, our family dog, it was like amazing.
Yeah.
And they knew that we weren't going to train it. So like they waited until we were like a little older because we kept asking for one. And then they finally do it and they're like, we know we're going to be taking care of this dog. So that's
kind of how it always, that's how it ends up. One day, I imagine my family will convince me when I have a wife and kids to get a dog again.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
I'll have a dog. But like, I want a kid first.
Yeah.
Like people say stuff, like my cousin who's getting married, he's like, oh yeah, we want a dog for practice. I'm like, well, like why waste? I don't know, like just wait until you have a kid and then like.
And also, it's not the same thing. It's not even close. It's not even comparable. Like a lot of people made that like comparison when I got rid of the dog. Like a lot of comparisons were made. I've taken a lot of shots when I got rid of the Domino. Like I still take shots to this day. Like if I bring up like some people, if I say dog or say anything about dog, it's like, you didn't love Domino that much, and I'm like, yo, it's been like 2 years.
But like, you were really sad.
I was sad.
The one quote was, how do people do this with their kids?
Oh,
or like, how do people give up their kids for adoption or something? Because you were like on your computer like this.
I was sad at first,
Yeah, no, I mean it's sad.
Yeah, I was rough.
Dogs are cool. Like it's like
I loved her. It just was like I knew I couldn't do it in a studio apartment anymore.
Yeah.
But and she's just nuts. But but yeah, no. Like people were like, are you gonna do the same when you have like a girlfriend? And I'm like, well, no.
Oh my god.
Like that's a human.
Someone said that. Yeah, that's so different.
Like it's human. Or when your baby cries too much, are you just gonna give her up for adoption? I'm like, well no, because she's a human being.
It's my kid. Yeah, exactly.
Like I love a dog. Like you're just gonna say it's just a dog. Like I mean, like I don't want to say like I don't want to like be like dogs don't matter, but like they're not. You can't make them equivalent to people.
We are going down a path. People are gonna
rip. Yeah, people are gonna hate this podcast. Sorry, especially if you live in Chicago.
But like dog means like people get really upset.
Oh, I know.
And I'm like, it's okay.
Yes,
I like dogs.
And I'm like, yeah, I love dogs, but like, don't put them on the same playing field as humans. Like, what are we doing? Like,
exactly.
Dog and human, the dude's like, I actually had this compare. I told someone, like, it's like a girl that she really didn't like, right? Like, it's like, everyone has a person that, I really like for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you could only save one person, if you only could save one, either this person that you really don't like or your dog, who would you save? And they're like probably my dog, and I was like, that's effed up. Like that's like, even though you like, there's people I don't like, but like it's still a person, it's a human being.
Yeah.
Like that's like in their 20s, like it doesn't matter what age they are, but like in their 20s, like has a lot of life to live, And like, if I had to choose between her life, that or like my dog is gonna live for 12 years. Like, what is a dog? Like, come on.
No.
Like,
that's a good debate.
Yeah, it is, because a lot of people would be like,
that.
"Oh, I don't like a person. Like, what, you don't care about their well-being?" And I'm like, that's
no,
really.
I mean, if they're like in it and like they literally have a chance to say something, they're like both gonna fall into a burning pit. Like,
yeah,
they're gonna get the human out.
Like,
because the human's gonna be talking.
I think a lot of people would say their dog.
Say, but I'm saying.
In the moment, yeah.
Like, they're gonna look at, because the human can talk and be like, "Help me."
Right. That's true.
Like, oh god, yeah, that's sad though.
Look, you're thinking about it.
Wait a second.
Wait, that's sad.
Hold on.
You're like thinking about it now. Oh my god, that's so great. You just switched up that quick.
So Brittany couldn't get a dog.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, back to the movie. We're just going off. No, I think so. The actress who played this, I think that she. Well, again, she hasn't played any like real major roles. Like, I think the biggest one was probably Rough Night. She had a pretty major role, but even then, she wasn't like the star per se. But I think this is her best role. For me, obviously she dealt with a lot of self-esteem issues, and she was like dealt with a lot of self-sabotage and pushing people away who really cared about her.
Those parts kind of annoyed me. Like, I know there's really people like that, but I was like, these people were so not even like, oh, they were nice, they were friends. Like, they loved her so nice.
Yeah, they genuinely loved her. Yeah. And for me, I got really frustrated because I'm the type of person where I don't have the type of patience to continuously help you if you keep pushing me away.
Oh, 100%.
Like, if I love you to death, right? You're my best friend. It only takes a few like inappropriate jabs at me for no reason. When if I greet you with like, hey, I really love you, I'm trying to help you out, and you punch me or slap me in the face, like, metaphorically, you're not gonna see me the next day trying to help you again. Yeah. And then again. No,
yeah, it takes
I get it if that's your child. Like, I think that's probably like maybe the only, or like, your husband or spouse, like,
the unconditional,
husband or wife, like the unconditional, like, I've committed to this, like, this is like, but outside of that, like, if you're just a friend that I met like in running club and I love you, but like, I'm sorry, if you're going down this self-sabotage path, like self-destruction, go ahead. Like,
totally.
So she has some really good friends that stuck it out. Her roommate obviously sucked.
Oh my gosh.
She was horrible.
That was just so annoying.
It was like unrealistically, like, she was unrealistically mean.
And it's not even like that too. And it's not even like they seemed close in the beginning. No. And then it like went, wow. So. Someone just like opened that shade and like looked at us. That was like it was kind of horror filmish. I'm not gonna lie, that was like a little
Shining,
creepy.
yeah.
Like, I just saw the face and then it disappeared again. Yeah. Anyways, the roommate was.
Yeah. She was really annoying. She when she said don't throw away your fat clothes, that was the biggest jab. Like, when they were going back and forth throwing blows, and that was the biggest one, because it was like, But
honestly, that was like her jab back. So like Brittany's jab back at her roommate, like, I was like, that is so real right now. Yeah. Like, girls who are so like really pretty. Yeah. And it's all like just fake. The whole personality is like on social media, like, they're just so self-conscious. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, that sucks too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like she's dealing with a lot too, but like, she's just so superficial.
So mean.
Yeah. Yeah, she was horrible. She sucked. I did like when they saw each other in the subway, and she like dissed her. I thought she took it too, like, she could have just been like, hey, like, oh, hey.
Yeah,
like,
I didn't understand that diss. I thought she was gonna be like really cool and the bigger person.
Yeah, and she's like kept
dissed
going.
Her and was like, because I'm a real runner.
And it was like, all right.
I was like, that's a little dramatic.
Yeah, I was like, you're getting corny now. Like, I don't know. The writers could have laid off a little bit, but
But that was like her obsessive scene. Like, because then right after that is when it was like showing her getting obsessed.
That's right.
So it was like her like, I'm a real runner, and then got way too obsessed with the weight and like her mileage.
You're right. So they were kind of trying to show that she was getting out of hand herself. I do have a lot of respect for people though who work off the weight. When people like people who go and take it into account and say like, hey, I'm 300 pounds, I lost 180 pounds or something crazy like that. I'm like that's props. Like, that's tough. Yeah. I can only imagine. Like, that's
and I
tough.
like how they showed it in such a like healthy way. Like, it's not like there was ever like parts where she was like starving herself. Like, she was like, oh, like when she went on that date, she was like, oh yeah, well, technically it wasn't a date, but like it was to the viewers. So it was like clear that they were love interest. Right. But she's like, oh yeah, I like ate really good today and ran just to feel good about eating this, like the tacos. It's like, that's like really realistic. Like, you have to portion it out. Yeah. And you can't like not ever eat tacos. Like, you gotta like.
It's all about balance. Like, you can still enjoy stuff.
And still like be losing weight.
100%. That was frustrating too. Where it's like that guy like really liked her, and like you're
Yeah.
just like trying to play it cool, like whatever, we're just hooking out, right? And I'm like, come on, like
Yeah, but girls who are that self-conscious, that's what happens.
yeah,
Like, I get it. That
Yeah.
happens. Like, just like, you don't even know what to say.
yeah.
So,
I don't know. It probably is.
I really like, who's my favorite character?
I did like him a lot.
What was his name again?
Jern.
Jern.
Yeah, I did like Jern a lot. He was innocent, his character. I mean, he was a bum. He definitely was a bum. But like outside of that,
Yeah,
like
I
he was
love
very
when
cool.
his dream gets shown. She
Yes,
watches the
the
video.
bird.
She's like, I can't believe I had sex with her.
Yeah.
She's like, ew, and like closes the laptop. I'm like, oh, Jern.
Jern with the bird poncho.
Yeah.
This was so stupid.
Yeah, it was like
so
an
stupid.
infomercial.
I
yeah,
thought it was
that
going to be
part,
good.
I was like,
It was really random. I thought it was
yeah.
going to be like, oh, it was like he came up with something really good and he's
Oh,
like getting on his feet.
100%.
And then it was like, oh my God, this is
Because they kept
awful.
saying like he went to NYU and stuff. So I was like, no, he's smart. He's just like lazy.
Yeah.
But,
And then, yeah, that kind of felt flat. It fell flat. I thought that was interesting. I thought he was actually going to like, be successful in guys' life together.
yeah.
I always feel awkward when I tell someone though, like who's working off the weight, like, hey, you lost a lot of weight, or saying like, hey, you're even just like simply like, hey, you look good, because then
Yeah.
it's like you don't want it to sound like you look like trash before,
Yeah.
like so I'm always like weird.
No, I think that's a perfect
especially with
thing. Like, you
women,
look
like I
good.
just like it's with guys I'll say like, hey
Yeah.
man, you lost a lot of weight, like you look good, like
Yeah.
this is different, but like, I just don't want to be rude, you know what I mean?
No,
When
I
someone-
think just you look good is like really flattering. And,
Yeah.
like, because people know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Even if like I like probably fluctuate between like 10 pounds or so, and I'm not
Yeah.
like tiny. Like I'm not like a really skinny girl. So it's like if I like am like on the lower half and people are like, oh, you look good. Like
Yeah.
I get it. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not tiny. So like you can tell that I
Yeah,
have
so you're
lost
not gonna
5
be
pounds.
like, oh, so you're saying I was fat before?
Yeah,
Like, some
no,
people do
no,
that, and it's like
oh,
then it's
yeah.
awkward,
I'm like,
and you're
oh,
like,
I'm like, really? Oh, I got hyped.
yeah. I hate when people turn it on you, and I'm just like,
Oh,
I was trying to be
people turn it
nice,
on
but
you
then
sometimes?
some people be like, oh, so what you trying to say? Like, or even now working with the gym, like I would be
Wow.
like, oh, like hey, like you should come to our gym, like I'm a member there, and they're like, oh, so you're saying I need to work out? And I'm like, everyone needs to work out, like no matter what you look like.
That's a good response.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, everyone works out, like.
Oh yeah, I can see that there are people who get
People
offended
do
by
it.
that, but
Yeah, people do. I mean, people do it just almost to put you in an awkward position, just
Yeah.
jokingly.
Yeah.
But it's like, what am I supposed to say? Like, you know you're big. I know you're big. Like,
All right, elephant in the room, you're fat.
yeah, literally elephant in the room. No, but yeah, that's always awkward. But
Yeah.
when she went on that first date, the guy and went over to the guy's
Oh,
apartment,
yeah.
that was so awkward.
That was awkward.
That was, and then when she made up the jingle, you remember when she was like, oh, like I want,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
like made up a freestyle jingle.
Yeah, that was a little awkward.
That was like, I don't know how I'd act if it like,
Yeah.
I would be so
He was
awkward.
like, wow, that's so cool. He
I
literally
wouldn't be
said,
able
he was
to
like,
do
very
it.
awesome.
I wouldn't be able to do
You
it.
would though, because you're not gonna laugh in someone's face. You're not like that.
No, I would.
Like obviously watching it, you're like cringing. Like,
Yeah.
oh god.
I would want to. I would
That was like really good acting on all that scene because you really felt awkward. And
I
It
know.
felt real. Like it was
It
like
was
that's
so
exactly how
awkward.
anyone would act on like
Yeah.
a first date.
at someone's apartment.
Yeah, the
Like-
apartment part too. I was like, why?
It's
I got
such
a
a
little nervous.
gamble.
I was like, because it got deeper than I thought it would in the beginning.
Yeah.
So when she went back to the apartment, I was like, is this about to get real deep? Like,
Yeah.
I was a little nervous.
I wasn't ready for it. Yeah.
I was like, oh no, what is she doing? Because he literally says to her like, oh yeah, like this is cool. Like not most girls wouldn't come back to a guy's apartment. They didn't know, and I
that's
was
a weird
like,
line. That's a weird line.
I was like, oh, what is about to happen?
You can't say that because it's like once she's already back in your apartment, you can't be like, yeah, most girls wouldn't come back.
I thought
It's
she was
like,
gonna run out.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna be like, see ya.
And he was a genuinely nice guy.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
trying to be nice, but
No, thank God he was just nice.
yeah, you're right. I feel like you can't like inviting a girl back, like going to a restaurant and saying like, hey, you want to just let me cook for you? Like, one, that's weird that we met at a restaurant. Now you invite me back to your place to cook.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, what if your cooking isn't good?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a good enough cook to make that gamble. Like, I'll have to be so
He
confident in
must
my
be a
cooking
good
skills.
cook. I don't know.
And then it's just like,
Was he? What did they eat? I forgot.
they used to throw your playlist on. Like, I don't know. I can't remember what he made. Like, you know what I mean?
I wish I
That's
paid
just
more
a
attention.
gamble. You have to feel really confident about a couple things. Your apartment. So you must think you have a cool apartment.
He must have knew he was gonna ask, because he
Yeah.
probably cleaned up before.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's
if I
no
wasn't
way,
if I wasn't ready,
Yeah.
you're like, so that one you have to think you have
Wasn't ready.
Yeah.
That's good.
You just he wasn't ready. You're right.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we always talk about Kevin Hart stand up too. I feel like at work. We
Yeah.
talk about stand up. But I wouldn't. My apartment's always clean. It's more just like my laundry. when I do my laundry, it sits forever. Like I don't fold it right away.
Yeah,
so then there's
people
laundry
fold
just like piles up. But one, you feel like you have a bomb apartment.
Yeah.
Two, you think you have a bomb playlist because then you have the music playing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Because it can't be silent, so you must you're confident in your music taste. And three, you're confident in your cooking skills.
Yeah,
So that's,
he knew what he
that's
was
a lot of
saying.
confidence.
He planned all that out.
Oh yeah, for
that
sure.
wasn't like a casual like let's go back and do it. No.
I feel like I wouldn't test that out on someone who I was like, yo, this date has to go well. It's like you test that out on like the like.
Yeah, and the first date.
Yeah, that's.
It was weird.
That's ballsy. That's ballsy. Like, that's like
funny.
maybe that would be like third date or someone who I'm like, they're not like I don't care if this goes that well or not. Like it's kind of like a practice date.
Yeah.
Then like maybe you try that one out. Like go on, let me try this spaghetti out on you. And if you like it, then like that's all I make.
Todd's specialty.
Yeah, that's all. That's it. I know.
Carbs.
Yeah. They'd kill me at work for eating that. White chicken chili. I do not make that. I have like 4 dishes now,
Yeah.
but
4. You bumped it up.
it's about 4. Yeah.
Since Benito days.
Since 2. There was like a month where I had spaghetti straight, I think, at Nito. Easily.
Yeah.
It was like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was spaghetti. And then like in Lucky Charms and Fruity Pebbles mixed. The greatest breakfast combo of all
really
time.
liked cereal too. Remember you missed cereal day?
Oh, I was so pissed when I was off. That day you all sent me like I was heated.
Yeah, that was sad. Everyone was talking about it too, like, oh my god, I can't believe Todd's not.
Yeah. I haven't been on my cereal game recently. That's because I don't work at WeWork and I don't want to buy milk because it expires so quickly. But
oh yeah, we were getting milk. That's why we had cereal.
That's why, they had free milk. So cereal and oatmeal, man.
Yeah, and we knew justify it because we didn't drink coffee. Because no one would like just use the milk for their cereal. Like that was just me and you.
Yeah, that's right.
Like it was kind of disrespectful. Like people would put like a tablespoon in their coffee, and we were like, well, we don't drink coffee, so like we're allowed.
Yeah.
We're allowed to use this for whatever we want.
Exactly. I know we got dirty looks, or people would definitely say stuff to me about the like, pulling out the whole box today, huh? Like for like my Lucky Charms, I'm like, shut up, man. Like I try to get there a little early just so I didn't get judgment. Like everyone's eating like kale for breakfast at WeWork in Chicago, and I'm just like, get out of here, man. But yeah, again, I forgot what you were talking about.
The awkward date. But that wasn't as the most cringeworthy thing in the whole movie is when they're at dinner at the end, or the barbecue.
She calls out the big girl.
Yeah, she's like, so have you been together a while?
Yeah, that was
like,
it wasn't
stop.
It wasn't even funny. Like it wasn't even like, you know, some of those scenes like it starts off like, oh my god.
I just kept thinking it was gonna end.
It just kept
like
going.
it was like, okay, that's bad enough. Okay, now that's really bad enough. Okay, that is terrible. When are they gonna stop? And she kept going.
Someone should have punched her in the face. Like that was that. I hated that. Honestly, I was gonna say it too. Like I feel like by the end of the movie, I didn't like her. Like she didn't do enough. Like she did so many things that annoyed me throughout the movie that by the end, it wasn't like she didn't do enough to redeem like my like she didn't have enough redeemable qualities. I was like, you know, I like her. Like I get that you're going through something. I get you're depressed. I get you deal with a lot of low self-esteem. You lost your father. Like obviously you've been through some stuff. But like Catherine said to her, you know, you're not the only person going through something. Yeah. Like I'm going through a divorce. I'm fighting for my kids right now. I'm recovering from heroin. Yeah, like the husband playing the drugs and all that. Like I'm coming back from a drug addiction. Like I'm going through real stuff too. So like don't feel like you can just be like I'm going through something. I can treat you how I want to.
Yeah.
That really bothers me. You know what I mean? So and even the guy like that she had in here, which is funny that that made me funny. The guy like her best friend in the movie. Hey, best friend.
Oh yeah.
Because I reviewed the movie. Isn't it romantic? And one of the things, it was like, you know, satirical film making fun of romance movies. Yeah. And one of the things they did, they were laughing about how every romance movie has a good girl has a gay best friend. And in here they do it, you know, they do it in this too.
But, I didn't know he was gay until they showed the like.
Oh, until you saw, exactly.
I was like trying to understand the storyline, and I was like, oh, they have a son together. Okay.
Right, exactly. So they had that, but it's just funny. It's like so like stereotypical.
This bee is like really concerned.
Yeah, we have a bee here, and
oh my god, it is. Oh,
it landed. The bee has made contact.
But not with skin.
Yeah, not with skin. Just on the shoulder.
What do I do?
We have a bee issue here. If you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome for the content. but we are fearful of our lives. Yeah, it went behind you. I think we're good.
Right. I mean,
I think we're good for now. If we get stung,
I'm not like I don't get like too scared of bugs, but that was like really close quarters.
No, it was literally
like,
landed
on your
sandal.
Yeah, it had no shame.
And the podcast insurance does not cover bee stings, so we got a lot going. Yeah, but But yeah, the self-sabotage thing, like, I would get over it. I really missed it. I didn't really like her by the end of the movie. The scene at the dinner party, like you said, at the birthday party, pissed me off. Like, I was pissed. You just don't say that to people. Like, I don't care what you're going through. You don't. Whatever you're going through does not give you a license to treat people however you want. Or like when you're drunk and like things like that. Like all that. Like, oh, I drink a little bit. Like, I don't care. Like, that doesn't give you the license to do whatever you want without consequence.
Yeah. No, that was really, really awful.
Yeah.
Like, she was just like a mean girl.
Yeah.
Like a bully. She was like her roommate in that moment.
Yeah, honestly. Like, she was
like,
worse than her
alright.
roommate. That was probably one of the most cringe moments in a lot of movies I've seen. I can't think of too many moments that were worse. That was rough.
Yeah.
Because like you said, it just kept going.
Yeah.
It was too far.
It was too far.
And I wonder if that like is actual. It was so detailed and so far that I almost wonder if that's actually something that happened in the real life story. Like, I don't know if it was or wasn't, but like it was for them to add that for Hollywood effect would be a little bit like, dang, really?
Because like there were other things that like we had to put the dots together.
Yeah.
And like we got it.
Right.
Like with the heroin addiction, it was like, oh, okay, I get it. She was a heroin addict. Like,
Yeah.
Like that was like, we could have put the pieces together. Like,
Yes.
we get it. You were dissing the
Yeah.
fat girl at the table.
Right. Exactly.
Like, and then they just like kept having to explain it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, we get it.
It was far. But her relationship with Turn was interesting too.
Yeah.
For several reasons. Obviously, them moving into that house. That was funny when the owners came back and kicked them out. I was like, have you all been living here?
Yeah.
So that was funny. It was interesting because of how judgmental she was of him, and she was a bum. Like, she didn't have a job.
Yeah.
Like, she couldn't find a job.
No.
She ended up living there too.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, I'm looking for something that's like someone who's more established.
Yeah. I
Like-
think that's like the point. Like she like kind of got a taste of her own medicine.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, that's what all the people who love me deal with.
Yeah.
Like it was like trying to prove something. Like, okay, you're not the only. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm glad he stuck with it and that he never got nasty. He always took the high road.
Oh yeah, he was a really good character.
He's a good guy. And then they
I thought
ended
he was gonna propose at the end. When he played that music, I thought I was like, oh, this will be a cute ending.
Yeah, I thought he was.
I mean,
too.
I'm happy that it didn't because it was like kind of
It would have
predictable.
been rushed. Yeah, and it would have been. Yeah,
it was like
would've
too
been
much for that
predictable,
year, but it was like, yeah, I thought that was cute.
That was I did like. I liked him a lot. Like you said, he was probably my favorite character. When he made that comment, like when she was trying to hook up with him the first time,
Yeah.
and she was like trying to like throw hints and like get really close. And he said, usually you smell like sweat, but I had to write it down so I didn't forget. Usually you smell like sweat, but today you smell like grandma's.
Oh, grandma's.
I was like, oh, could you imagine like telling the grandma? And
well,
then when I
because
said,
before that, he was like, what's that smell? She's like, oh, it's just me.
yeah.
Like tried to be like really cool, and then he's like, oh, well, like usually you smell like just completely just her.
I feel like that's something I'd say.
That good of friends.
Like, yeah, you're right.
And then she was just like, crap.
I was like, yeah. As soon as you said that, I was like, that's totally something I'd say. Like in that moment.
Now you smell like
yeah,
grandma.
you smell. Oh my gosh. Or like it's always like because I always give my friends backhanded compliments, and I would like if someone smells good, I'd be like, oh, you smell good. Or like one of my friends like she looked nice one day. I was like, oh, I was like, oh, you don't look like a boy today. Like it's like I'll say stuff like that. So I just laughed when I heard that. But yeah, I did. I liked him a lot.
Yeah, he was really funny.
And like I said, like with the Catherine lady, it is crazy that you just never know what people are going through. So I think about that sometimes where, I have a frustrating day with someone. I'm just like, man, they might just be going through a lot at home. Like, you just don't know. And that, again, that doesn't ever give you a license to treat someone poorly. No. But you can give someone slack and just forgive. Because, like, there's days where I've probably treated someone bad because I had a bad day. Like,
100%.
no one's perfect. So, like, just forgive and just be like, dang, I understand. Try to be empathetic. But it is true.
Well, they both judged each other in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, she thought that, like, Martha was just, like...
Moneybags Martha, yeah.
Wait, her name actually wasn't
It's
Martha.
Catherine. Yeah, it's Catherine.
Oh, yeah. Okay. She thought she was just like this uptight bitch, and then Catherine just was judging her. Like they were judging each other.
Right, exactly. So it was cool. I did like her too. I liked her a lot as a character.
Yeah, I liked her.
Shout out to the New Balance for the product placement at the end. So they when she crossed the finish line. Yeah, quick shout out to New Balance. I'm a huge Nike guy, but I have to respect that they, like, at the very end when she crossed the finish line, they had a close-up on her shoes. It was New Balance.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I was like, okay, they probably paid a pretty penny for that.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I just wonder how that came about. But I mean, that's a lot of people swear by New Balance. A lot of runners. I know
Yeah.
Brooks is probably one of the newer players in the game that a lot of people go and
That's
get.
what my dad uses.
Brooks?
He's always
Yeah.
used it. Like, it's always been a good running shoe. It's just
Yeah.
like not a lot of. It's not like well.
Oh, are they just now getting a little bit more popular?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I just think it was never really well marketed.
Yeah,
And now people are starting to use it more, but
yeah, that's a tough industry to crack.
oh yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Like
I mean,
once you get, it's like all loyalty.
Yeah.
I always use Nike,
Yeah.
and then my roommate who's a runner, like, I don't even know what they're called, but it's one of the Adidas shoes, and she's like, you'll never go back. It's so good for your knees.
Yeah.
And it like took me like a year to change.
Yeah.
And then I finally did it. Now I'm like, okay, now I'll never change again.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like it's tough to switch it up.
Yeah.
Adidas makes great shoes. Obviously, a lot of people I know a lot of New Balance runners. Asics. I know a lot of
Oh, yeah,
people who are
Asics,
true like swear by Asics. Nike is just I'm such a loyal fan of Nike that like they could probably put like needles in the soles and I'd be like, nope, it's comfy.
Yeah.
Like, nope, feels
Like,
great.
they do this for a reason.
Yes, acupuncture, awesome, new technology. But yeah, I would be with it. But overall, though, this movie, it got me hyped. Like by the end, I was like, I'm ready to run a marathon. Like I was hyped up. I'm not gonna run a marathon.
Yeah, now
I'm
that
still
a
out
week has
there,
gone
but-
by, I'm like, yeah, no mind.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's faded. I had to run it this weekend or it wasn't gonna happen. So I'm out. Brittany, like I said, she got insufferable at the end, which I hated to see that she got to the point where I just didn't like her.
Yeah.
But the story still had me hyped. I was happy to see her succeed.
Oh, yeah.
The people around her, the supporting cast, is what made me really like the movie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When they hyped her up to finish the last 3 miles, I teared up.
I was hyped. Yeah.
I cry pretty easily. Like at
Yeah.
shows or like I'll watch the same episode of like Sex and the City and I'm still like teared up. Like,
Yeah.
and I know it's coming. So, but yeah, it got me teared up, and I'm like alone in the theater, like go Brittany.
I was in the theater literally alone. It was a big theater too, so I don't know why they had.
I saw your story. I assume you were seeing this movie, I wasn't sure.
It was a big, it was a big theater too. So they put us in a big theater for a Thursday night showing of Brittany Runs a Marathon, which is an indie film, or not indie, I guess Amazon, but it's
Yeah.
not a big studio.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I was in such a big theater, but I was the only person, and I love when I'm the only person because I can like
That's
laugh,
amazing.
like I laugh out loud.
I was actually gonna ask you when other people are. Oh god.
No, we're good. I think we're good. Our camera's up. Maybe. All right, we're good.
When other people are in the theater, do you
Yeah.
laugh out loud? Because you seem to always write yourself
No.
laugh. No.
If I'm in, like, I mean, if it's really
Does
funny.
it ever accidentally? Yeah.
Oh
does it
yeah,
just
yeah.
come out?
If it's too funny, I'll laugh out loud.
Yeah.
But I try to hold it in. But like in there, I was like,
God, let it out. That's sad.
I know. I'm like crying. Yeah. I was like, I like one. Yeah. Or if I like the only time I cried in the theater, the only movies that I've cried at, probably in recent years that I can even remember, are Coco. Have you seen Coco?
Oh yeah, I cried during this one.
Coco.
Like I said, I cried during this one.
Yeah.
I'm not like sobbing, but like tears come down. And I'm like,
The
wow.
end of Coco, I shed a tear.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That wasn't like a sobbing. I wouldn't say sobbing, but like it was a
Oh, yeah,
consistent
no.
stream for Toy Story 4.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I was crying in the theater for that one. I was struggling. Like I was like, oh man, like I was like trying not to like make noise because there was a lady next to me. I like tried to move my hood to like cover my eyes. Yeah, like I was.
Mine is usually
I was
just like
struggling.
a like crying facial expression, and like my eyes are filled with tears.
Yeah.
But they usually don't like fall.
Gotcha. Yeah, they just
Yeah.
like.
Like I'm trying to think
You
of a
just
movie
see
that
it.
it's ever like really
Yeah.
fallen.
Yeah, like exactly. Like usually it's like my eyes will like tear up and it's like I hold it back. Toy Story, I knew it was coming. I know it. And Toy Story is like the last one.
Yeah.
I love Tom Hanks. Toy Story is one of my favorite movies of all time. Like, it's like probably top 5. The first,
Yeah.
and that series is my favorite series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
So it just was all that childhood memories. Like all
Oh,
of
yeah.
that just came in rushing at one time. So that one was rough. But yeah, back to this though. I thought it was I thought she did a great acting job. It definitely serves as great motivation if you're trying to run, trying to reach a goal. Period. But like if you're trying to get back into running or like have like a workout goal, this is a great movie. When I start a running club, we're gonna watch this movie as a team.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. I already have events planned
no,
for the
that's a
running
good
club
one.
that doesn't exist. I was like thinking of like, should I make a logo? And I'm like, yo, what am I making a logo for? Like, I'm not even planning to do this until another like couple of years. I have like all the shirts made before I even started.
Yeah.
Amazon continues to impress with their content. Like I said, check out some of their original stuff. It's been good so far, so I have no reason to complain or want anything different. They can continue putting them in theaters as far as I'm concerned. They have my blessing. So
Thank God.
Yeah. So you're welcome, Amazon. They've been waiting on it. The timeline jumps around a lot, which usually I don't like in movies, but for this it works. And I think I'm gonna stick to 5Ks for the foreseeable future as well, because I did the 10K. Like I said, big 10K was cool. Maybe some 10Ks. But
10K is like a really good race length.
It is.
Like a 5K just goes really quick. Like
it's
like, wow, I didn't do something the night before for the, I don't know. It's just like
I
a
need
little
no prep
race.
for 5K. 5K is literally I don't need. I
10K,
can.
that's like a really nice one. 6-mile run. That's like.
Yeah, you can't. That's not a. If I don't run for a year, I can't wake up on a Saturday and run 6 miles.
No. Yeah.
So that's where it's like the training portion comes in.
Yeah.
Whereas a 5K, I could wake up and just run a 5K.
Yeah.
It'll obviously, if I haven't been running, it'll hurt, but I can do it. But yeah, what would you give this movie on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, I'd say can I go like points? Like.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. You can go decimals.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
sure.
I feel like 7.5 is a little low, but 8 is high, so I'm gonna go with like 7.7.
Okay, nice.
Like it was really good. Like it's not my
It was.
favorite movie. I won't watch it again probably. But like
Yeah.
I told people about it.
Yeah,
I was like, it was like a good watch.
It
like,
was a good watch.
If you don't like paying to go to see a movie, wait until it's like wait, can you stream it already?
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, you can't.
So one of those where it's like it'll be a good
Just
movie
wait
to
out,
watch on
yeah.
a Tuesday, like when you're just chilling at home.
Exactly. That's what I think. So I would say it's a good Netflix watch, or Amazon Prime for this one, because it'll be on there. I gave it a 7. I've been judging pretty harshly, not because I'm just have like this perfect taste in movies, but more because once you start one rating, like all the ratings are revolved around like I make ratings based off of the other movies I rated.
Totally.
But yeah, it was good. I would definitely say go see it. Or I'm trying not to go see it. Wait till it comes out. It's not like you have to go see it right now. But like you said, Amazon Prime, when it comes out, definitely worth the watch. Also, you should watch Where'd You Go, Bernadette. That was a good movie. It was kind of indie movie. It's in theaters. It might not still be in theaters, but it's a good when it comes out.
Yeah.
Worth checking out or renting for a couple of hours if it's not on a streaming platform.
Okay, cool.
Any movies that you're looking forward to?
I have not seen the live Lion King yet.
Really?
So I really want to see that.
Check it out.
I've been meaning to. It's hard. Like a lot of movies come out in the summer, and that's when I don't want to go to movies. Like I went through a phase in the winter where because Tuesday is $5 movies at our movie theater. Yeah. It's like the best movie theater. So I did that a lot. Recliners, free refills on popcorn. Like it's a really good theater.
It's big time.
Yeah. Okay. So Tuesday was the thing to do, and then. Well, actually, then we had kickball on Tuesdays this summer. Me and my friends. Nice. So then that kind of put a damper on it too.
I need to get
but anyway,
Lion
King, I really need to go see it because I really love. I feel like people love or hate the live action Disney, and I really like all of them.
Okay, got it.
Like I love Beauty and the Beast. I love Jungle Book. I really enjoy them. So.
I'm on the other side of it.
Yeah. No, I
don't hate all of them though. Jungle Book was amazing.
Got it.
And I'm looking forward to the next one whenever they do it.
Yeah.
Maleficent was amazing. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Maleficent was good. The second one's coming out next month.
Yeah.
That was good. Beauty and the Beast was okay. But I'm a huge cartoon and animation guy.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm jaded anyway. Yeah. So I go into it with it's not gonna be better than the original mindset. Totally. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to. So Netflix just released season 2, and perfect timing because it's just starting to rain.
Yes.
Netflix just released season 2 of Disenchantment. It's a cartoon, same creators of Futurama and Simpsons. But it was funny. It was like a just random watch like last year when it came out, and I'm excited for this one. Also, I was scheduled to come out last week. I didn't see it on there, but Lego Batman is being added to Netflix. So neither one of these are actual movies coming out, but Lego Batman is my favorite Lego cartoon movie.
Okay.
They're all pretty funny, but Lego Batman
really?
is
They're funny?
They're like not like kid funny. Like they're I mean, kids obviously they're.
Oh no, I like kid
kids,
funny. So.
But they're really funny.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That one's fun. Lego Batman's the funniest. Lego Ninjago is funny too.
Yeah.
And it's one of those you knock it till you try it. Like people would just be like, "Oh, a Lego movie," and I thought that too. Like it's just about to be like G-rated, silly, but it's really funny. They're really clever. Yeah. So Will Arnett is the voice of Batman. He's funny anyway as an actor. So
yeah.
So yeah, that is all I had. Did you have anything else? No.
Good.
All right. Well, signing off. Thank you all for listening. Until next week. Peace.